Happy Tuesday. I am so glad that you are here. So last week we were talking about trust and how I didn't trust God. Today I want to talk about why I didn't trust God. So, like I said, I was 6 years old when I accepted Jesus into my heart, and I grew up in church. I grew up with a pastor as my dad. My mom was as active in the church as he was. We were all active in the church. And I don't blame the church by any means, but for whatever reason, growing up, I had this false belief that God was a judge up in heaven waiting to strike me down for any mistake that I made. I didn't understand grace. I didn't understand unconditional love. And so I thought of him as this mean judge just waiting to get me. So I felt like I had to be perfect. I felt like I had to do everything perfect, that anytime I made a mistake, he was waiting and with a lightning bolt ready to strike me down. I couldn't really understand that. I didn't really put that into words until I started unpacking and trying to learn, God, teach me how to trust you. So I told you, or I shared with you last week, that we had a miscarriage in 2006. The baby was supposed to be born in 2007. And I remember distinctly going through the myriad of grief responses, bargaining, denial, anger, sadness, and finally acceptance. But during the anger phase, I remember distinctly I was in church and we were worshiping, and we were singing this song. And I remember all of a sudden I just got so angry at God. And always before, I would stuff those feelings down. You're not allowed to get angry at God. Well, God knows all of our emotions. He created our emotions. And while I was respectful, always respectful to God, I shared my anger with him. In the middle of church, in the middle of a worship song, I said, God, I am so angry that you took this baby. Now, looking back on it after I've grown, I realized God did not take the baby. That's sin and that's evil. And God is good. But in my thinking at that particular point in time, I thought that he had taken the baby. And I said, God, I'm so angry that you took this baby. And I flinched. I literally physically flinched because I was waiting for that thunderbolt to come down, that lightning bolt to strike me. And it didn't. And instead, I felt God's acceptance. I felt God's peace. And I felt like he was saying to me, it's okay, Sherry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. I'm right here with you. And that, I think, was the beginning of the turning point for me with learning how to trust him. I realized that maybe, just maybe, that definition I had of him as a judge up in heaven waiting to strike me down was wrong. Now, I wasn't at that point ready yet to see what he really was. I didn't still understand the grace. I didn't understand the unconditional love, but it was a step for me. It was a beginning. So I want you to come back on Thursday, because I'm going to unpack that a little bit more about how we can take those steps to learn how to trust God. Because me being honest with my feelings with him was the first most important step probably for me in my life. It doesn't mean that that is for you, but that's what it was for me. So last week I shared with you that I have 4 series of devotionals, and in the summer months, this summer, June, July, and August, they're 99 cents, the first books, the ebooks. So we have the series that talks about my faith journey, learning how to let go of fear and to learn faith. We have the series where where I share with you how God healed me from depression, years of depression, showed me how to conquer and overcome panic attacks, and he healed me from the fear of winter driving that I had for almost 2 decades. The parenting series, no how-tos, no this is how to do it, just encouragement from one parent to another. And my favorite cover, Jesus, a relationship, not religion. And truly, that's how I live my life. It's a relationship with God, not a religion. And as I've been sharing about my trust journey, I grew up for so many years, whether consciously or unconsciously, believing that I had to follow a bunch of rules in order for him to be pleased with me. And this set of devotionals, this series, talks about how that's not what it is. He wants a relationship with us. It's all about relationship for God. Head over to www.sherryswalwell.com if you want to find out about the monthly membership, if you want daily encouragement, and just me coming alongside you to help you grow your relationship with God. If the membership is not about me and you, although I'll be there every step of the way, but the membership is about how to trust God more, how to have that deep relationship with Him. And I'll tell you what, once you start, it will excite you and you won't want to go back. So head over to sherryswalwell.com, click on the Jesus in the Everyday link, and that will share with you or explain to you a little bit more about what you get, all that you get with the membership. Also, while you're over there, click on Cheer Up Podcast, and every Wednesday you'll get a new podcast that you can listen to, all kinds of different series, some fun, some light, some heavier, but I hope that also will be an encouragement to you. It's a journey to joy. If you want to email me privately to talk to me, head over to sherryswalwell@gmail.com. I would love it if you would hit the like button if you liked this video, subscribe to Jesus in the Everyday, and if you click on the bell, then you'll get notifications of every new video that pops up. I hope you had a great day today, and I will talk to you on Thursday.